The visual design of our recruits comes from a wonderful collaboration with our friends on the Rainbow Six mobile team. We're using their models up-res for Siege to represent Striker, who wears the repelling harness, and Sentry, who wears the defender's helmet, to differentiate the two sides of the same coin. These are the Swiss Army knives of the operators, and we intentionally wanted them to feel like a character you can embody. We've all been recruits at some point on our journey in Siege, and we want you to believe that you are that next recruit standing beside operators that are heroes and legends. We've also made sure that these recruits are customizable, so now you can kit them out the way that you want to represent yourself as a recruit in Rainbow Six Siege.
So Season 2 is a really exciting moment for us on the team because this is when we get to introduce our first remaster. This is fundamentally our way of being able to maintain the health of the game, to go back and reevaluate different pieces of content that have been released over time, specifically our operators. And what a better place to start than Recruit? Now, I'm gonna say something that's gonna probably break some hearts, but it's honestly true, and it's something I've seen through all the design documentation and stuff. But Recruit was never intended to be played. It was there as an option if you didn't have an operator. So they were really not meant to be used in every round. Well, we're changing that. That doesn't make any sense. Recruit needs to have their own moment to shine, and now they do. I gotta stop saying Recruit because it's plural, it's recruits. We have Striker on attack, and we have Sentry on defense. Now, the unique thing about Striker and Sentry is they're not as specialized as our other operators. That doesn't mean they're not powerful. In fact, they will become your Swiss Army knife on attack or defense. Striker and Sentry's unique ability allows them to field two generic gadgets from their side of the fight. So for Striker, in her gadget kit, she can bring a stun grenade, a hard breach charge, frag grenade, impact EMP grenade, smoke grenade, claymore, and breach charge. And remember, that means Striker can take any combination of two of these gadgets. Now, when we're talking about Sentry, he can bring in his gadget kit impact grenades, deployable shields, barbed wire, nitro cells, proximity alarms, observation blockers, and bulletproof cameras. And once again, just like Striker, Sentry can bring any combination of two of these gadgets. So for Striker, some of these combinations are more obvious than others. For example, hard breach charges and impact EMPs. That's a self-sufficient hard breacher right there. Another great combination for Striker is a claymore and a breach charge, setting up your own flank watch while taking care of that vertical play. A big important thing about Striker and Sentry is you do not know what they're bringing on the field, which means your strategy can be built around what they have in their pockets. And that requires the other team to pay attention to what they are doing. So when we look at Striker and Sentry's weapon loadouts, it's important that we have versatility and customization really at the center here, because we want you to be able to craft Sentry or Striker to fit exactly what your lineup needs. When we look at Striker's weapons, we want to remain true to what Recruit was originally, which is some good all-around weapons for each one of them. But in Striker's case, that means the M4 and the M249. In secondary, the ITA 12S and the 5.7 USG. Now, when we jump over into Sentry's weapon loadout, they're rocking some fan favorites as well. The Commando 9, the M870 in their primary slot, and then the secondary slot, the C75 Auto and the Super Shorty. Some of the great combinations that you can do with Sentry would be a bulletproof camera and an observation blocker, or a proximity alarm and a nitro cell. Recruit has always held a special place in our hearts. Being able to go back and revisit them and remaster them in this way is super special to us on the team, and we hope it's awesome for you on the community side as well. The impact of a remaster in the game is fundamentally as if new operators are coming to the game, because that's how we're treating them. But it's important that the essence of the operator remains.